DreamHack Valencia. This is the Pro Circuit. You're watching the B stream. My name is Stumpy, and I am joined by my main man, Doomsy. We just witnessed a little bit of an upset there. TSM are out at the hands of Ground Zero. What are we thinking?
That was a really, really fun series of Rocket League there. I'm very shocked. I did not expect TSM. We both put it to TSM to go through, so understandably a bit surprised. But Ground Zero played very, very good Rocket League. You know, they weren't letting TSM do what they wanted to do too much. There was some good possession back and forth. The defense was great from Ground Zero. They were saving a lot of shots on the goal line.
Credit to us though. We did predict it would be Ground Zero when it hit Game 5 overtime. So you know we're not all bad.
Yeah, we can read the game as it's going. You know.
Yeah, exactly. The next game we're going to be looking at though is Triple Trouble versus Renegades. I said it before and I'll say it again. It is another OCE versus EU matchup. It's pretty big. This will be a spicy meatball, and I don't quite know how this is going to go. Renegades haven't been on the best form recently, and Triple Trouble have been pretty good. I mean, looking at the bracket so far, Triple Trouble just lost to PSG. That's why they're down here. And Renegades, originally, they lost to Veloce, but then they beat Lost Potato, but did drop a game. So, who are you more confident with right now?
Yeah, okay, so definitely... Okay, I'm more confident with this one than the last one, so I'm definitely going to go Triple Trouble on this one. Okay. They've shown that they're a very, very good team. Yeah. To pull something crazy out the bag, I think. I just don't think they're on Triple Trouble's level. So yeah, I'm gonna go Triple Trouble.
I mean, I've seen lots of issues in the Renegades roster since losing Drippe obviously before and having to basically bring Zen in. I don't think Zen is the right fit for that team. I don't think he's nearly the caliber player that Drippe was, or still is, I suppose, in NA. Let alone a player that is going to be able to fill those shoes and get the wins like Drippe was able to with the other guys. So I am also going to be going with Triple Trouble here. I think Cassio is an incredible replacement for Speed. He's been fantastic all throughout the league play and playoffs, and that's a good job. I think Triple Trouble basically got this in the bag. Hopefully they feel the same way. But we can get straight into this game, and we can look at Triple Trouble versus Renegades. We're both confident it's going to be Triple Trouble. Chat, what is it, Triple Trouble or Renegades?
So here let's see. I love watching the different play styles and how it all works out. You know, as they complement each other, or maybe swipe each other up. So I'm looking forward to see how Triple Trouble play, particularly Roniki in his offense, see how Tadpole works around like third manning in particular, and then see what Renegades can do to reply to that. So this is obviously going to be a nice tune-up feel. Like a game one's always like a feel-out game. See how each other play.
Looking to... I feel like we've seen thus far that it doesn't necessarily matter who wins the first game in this series, because there's so many like warm-up teams here that we don't really know just how teams are going to play going forward, especially with Ground Zero, for instance, that they are a different team in games 1 and 2 compared to then 4 and 5, for example.
Sure. Yeah, that's the thing. There's been so many... Yeah, like every series we've watched, a team has just completely changed how they've played, more or less, from game to game. So, a team may suddenly like go like really offensive one game, and the next they're just going to go straight to like being defensive or something.
So over a minute has passed. There seems to actually be more pressure on the side of Renegades than there is for Triple Trouble.
I feel like OC teams have a habit of getting countered quite a lot. So maybe I feel like a Triple Trouble, like maybe they'll come out with a crazy counter.
We've also seen that the name bars at the top are the wrong way around, so we will get on with fixing that as soon as possible. Don't you worry. Easy old fix.
No, what do you mean? They've done a substitute. Torsos is now playing for Triple Trouble. And,
What? Everybody's playing for Triple Trouble.
Craziest roster ever.
Just for your own minds, it is Renegades are orange and Triple Trouble are blue. And that is a goal for Kami on the side of Renegades as well, where it's not the best touch out, from Tadpole. Had to quickly whip around the ball and then hit it towards the centre. There we are. The switch round. Perfect. That's all it takes sometimes. And yeah, Carlo just takes full advantage of that weak touch. So, Renegades, our unlikely pick, are up.
Yeah, so Renegades starting off strong there. Still quite a lot of time left in the game though. Triple Trouble making great pass there from Tadpole to Ronicky. But a fantastic save from Zen. Great interception. We're seeing a lot of midfield interceptions this DreamHack, which is good to see because a lot of the times, you know, in the past, even in the last like 6 months ago, teams were just getting caught out so often midfield passes.
Oh, they look so good when they're scored though. Like a proper booming pass looks amazing. I'm annoyed that they're cutting them out.
Well, that's, I mean, you got to just be more creative how you do it. You can just, instead of being a midfield pass, be a bit more like mid-left kind of thing. And then maybe like you have to add an extra pass in because if you're going to go quite far wide, you got to then bring it back in. It's all about just, you know, there's 3 players on a team, so, and there's usually like 4 options you can take in any given situation. So you got to like pick that 4th one.
So my eyes are all on Zen here. In RLCS, he did pretty poorly, to be honest.
Oh my god.
Torsos bundled that goal in as well. The pass from Kami to Torsos, back to Kami, off that side. And then he bundles it in past 2 players.
That is gorgeous. Torsos did a backflip just as he was hitting the ball to really, and it was a fake in a way, but he still hit the ball. So he did a very soft, delicate touch to take around one player and then fitted it in the final man to get it in. So that was great play from Torsos. You don't really ever see that very often.
Keyboard and mouse player is shocking us all, mate.
Yeah, it's the future.
You can play the game on the keyboard.
Apparently so.
Who'd have known? So, yeah, I was going to say my eyes are on Zen, but right now my eyes are on Ronicky after that shot. After coming across that midfield with the pass, sneak into that bottom, but nobody home. Take a touch, but not sneak it outside of the post. But Zen is the guy who I think let them down quite a lot at RLCS. It's not necessarily pinning blame.
Zen, mate.
I think it's just he just wasn't up to the caliber that they needed him to be at. He was making a lot of defensive whiffs, so if he can cut them out, I think he's going to be in a good position.
Sure, and he was throwing right. I mean, he was throwing in the deep end, you know, being in RLCS land, like a very big stadium. So, but Triple Trouble have equalised. Tadpole getting a nice goal there. Torsos couldn't quite get the 50 he wanted. It's like Tadpole's in the perfect spot for that 50-50 and just sends it in. So with 1 minute 22 seconds left, Triple Trouble and Renegades are now equal.
Yeah, Renegades having a pretty strong start though, so obviously aiming to get back to that form. Tripple up for the shot, and Kami can clear it away to the corner, but there is a lurking Casio. Now there's an open net at the back. Kami gets the ball gets just about touched. That's Tadpole away from the net. Casio can go for a ceiling hit here, but nothing particularly convincing. Torsos in incredibly quickly. Kami battling alongside with Casio. It's still like so he can get that corner boost, but still it's no boost. It's allowed to take it. And then clear it far.
He has written permission to take that boost.
He does. That is his team signed on for that boost. Tadpole in that back corner. Clears it central. Nearly went straight into the path of Zendo. That would have been a beautiful little done.
Also low on boost. No mid boost for him either. Trying to get those pads. Good clear from Kami though. Casto takes one touch.
This is an opportunity.
Uses that though. Straight to Torsos. Oh, he's just missed. Usually we see Torsos, you know, he hasn't been missing much today. But the counter play, Ronicky has a wide open net with 16 seconds left. 1 go up. Triple Trouble now just need to hold their lead if they want to win this first game.
That counter play with Zen coming in as that third man leaves it fully open at the back. Ronicky can take full advantage after the pass comes in from Casio. And now that 1 goal separates them, and Triple Trouble are in the lead. Last 10 seconds. Are Renegades able to get 1 back or not? Now pass over towards Zen, can't make contact with it. Tadpole lands right next to the ball, quite good though, and he will steal this boost. That is a steal, not a take. High Casio, can he get something off this? Nearly reads it nice. Nearly gets a like season 4 Devo goal where like he lands on the backboard, jumps out, and flicks out underneath it.
That was a goal.
Can't quite get it. He's got a very dramatic profile picture, does Casio.
Serious.
This is his face, but black and white. It's like a proper headshot.
He's ready to take this win. That's fine.
Ooh, I'm French. Ooh. And so, first game going towards Triple Trouble, as expected, but more of a fight put up, I think, than I expected from Renegades.
Yeah.
Would you agree?
Yeah, I mean, when Renegades were 2-0 up, I was like,
Yeah.
knock knock, hello, Triple Trouble, are you there? Yeah, they caught Renegades off guard a few times, so that was good. I do expect Triple Trouble now. I think they were warming up, so I do expect Triple Trouble to kind of take it now, because it was basically the last half. Triple Trouble were just climbing up, and they were getting better.
Yep.
So we'll see. You know, Renegades are going to have to hold their own.
I mean, we even saw this in their previous series against Crazy Crew. I mean, the scores were sort of relatively normal. They were fine. Triple Trouble ended up winning it. Final game was 8-1, and there was still 40 seconds left, and the game didn't even conclude.
Yeah.
So it's not like these guys sort of go out with a whimper if they're winning. They're not going to win it by 1 or 2. They're going to do their best to win it a lot. I mean, we even saw at Leipzig, where they were sort of lambasted a little bit on social media, where people were saying that they scored a BM goal when they're against Mouse Sports. They were 7-0 up, and then they scored 1 goal against themselves.
Yeah.
So, you know, they've
I mean,
they're a bit of a controversial team when they're scoring highly.
I mean, I think that's fair. I think that's funny. I approve of that.
Do what you want.
Do what you want, mate.
Do what you want.
Your game, your goal.
Yeah, exactly. If you want to make friends, then maybe don't do what you want.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, they have the right to do that. That is a beautiful pass. Cross pitch from Zen as well, meeting up with Kami. As in the right position, up early. Saves his dodge as well, so he can just bip that bottom right corner. Renegades once again are up. Are they going to be able to hold on to or extend this lead?
It's BFK going ahead. But it's something it's quite easy to. It's easier to catch a team off guard in the first, 30 seconds of the match than it is in any other point, really, I think. Great patience from Zen there to take around Tadpole. Veronic's doing well though, it's 50 that. Another great dunk there from Kami. Hang on, he's got one in the middle though, the Tadpole intercepts. Not the greatest of clears from Zen. Cassio's options.
Whoa.
Pass to Tadpole. Oh, the whiff! Of course, was going for the, but couldn't quite read. If a whiff comes, you whiff if you're reading it. That's how it works.
Yeah, we can't quite make it, unfortunately. Now, Ronicky tips it high. Zen using a lot of boost there. Nothing available for him to grab either, so he's going to be put in a sticky situation if that goes low, which it does.
There it is.
And Ronicky manages to score off that. So yeah, Zen basically ran out of boost completely. There's no corner boost for him. A gorgeous touchdown from Cassio to Ronicky as well, who seems to be their big log that they're just bashing down castle doors with. Ronicky is scoring so many goals.
Yeah, I mean he's their goal scorer really, so it's no surprise that he'll be their front man.
Yeah, he's just got such an offensive presence about him that he's always obviously getting in the position to score the goals. Not even just like sort of clearing up as a third man, as actually being the big aggressor as well.
Sure. I mean Ronicky is 5th in goals last RLCS season with 31 goals across all RLCS teams. So obviously he's 10 goals more than Tadpole, who is 2nd for his team. So he's obviously definitely the leading goal scorer.
Is that across league play and LAN?
That is just across the league play.
Okay, that makes sense.
For you.
But hey, Cassio's chipping in. He's got himself one. Gets it around the side, does get demoed for his troubles, but still gets it in with that incredibly dramatic profile picture. I really can't get over it. It's like a model.
Well, that's how you intimidate people, isn't it?
I'm intimidated.
Well, there you go then. And you're not even playing.
Yeah, no, exactly. Exactly, mate. Well, now we have just under 3 minutes remaining. Triple Trouble once again went down, but have brought the lead back to them. Looking pretty confident. And I always love Triple Trouble's energy on land. It's always so good to watch.
Oh, yeah.
Those guys are... There's been so much stuff that was from DreamHack Leipzig and also from the RLCS recently, where they are just so supportive of each other. They're constantly shouting and screaming, but also when they need to, Tadpole seems to take that helm and is just an amazing leader in game. I don't think he's the captain, by the way. I think Ronicky's the captain, but Tadpole seems to be the guy talking to them between games.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how different teams take captain roles different levels of seriousness. Some just like they don't even think about whether they're captain or not. But Casio though, yeah, the second goal of the game.
It's a shame it comes off a miss.
It does. It also, you know, unfortunate miss there. But the 50 was great from Casio to start with, and he reads it well, carries on, just does most of it himself. But Torsos, yeah, he started off really well, and you know, seeing a few little mistakes creeping in here and there. So hopefully he can sort that out during the series.
Yeah, I think again we were talking about Messinouris being down on himself, but then now I've seen that Torsos is going down on himself as well. I mean, I saw earlier that he tweeted after his first game, "It's only one more loss and we're out. Let's go!"
Yeah.
And it's like you need to keep your head like in the game. You really do throughout. Until you're out of the tournament, you are not out.
It's a slippery slope.
It can spread to your teammates as well.
Sure. That's the thing, because I mean, he could start joking about it, but you know, then it sort of incepts your own mind, and then you start thinking it seriously, and then you like lose the confidence in yourself. And confidence is like is massive in Rocket League. It can completely turn around a match and completely change you as a player, whether you're going to play really well or just poor.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you've competed on these on big stages in the past, and what's it like when you have just one person on your team, or even yourself, you start to get down on the situation?
Oh, it's night and day. If you're not playing, if you're just feeling bad about yourself, you just immediately stop playing well. But the moment like you can pick up some momentum and play really well and feel good, and like just you feel your confidence growing and you feel like you're in the game, you can play so well.
Oh, Renegades has just mugged off Renegades completely here. Bounces off that ball, and he waits for it to completely fly past him, and then he can put it in the back of the net. That's now 3-goal deficit that Renegades are really going to struggle to come back from. And it's going to be interesting to see if Renegades do still go ahead in game number 3 as well, or if it's just going to be a case of Triple Trouble are going to take it.
Yeah, that's right, because Renegades were ahead, weren't they? 1-0.
Yep.
It's quite. I mean, I guess Triple Trouble just starts slow, but then pick it up as the game goes on. Good interception.
That's flipping around.
He's going off. He's going off the inside of his own goal.
Having, I think, a team captain sort of be that down about it all, I think it's just going to be a little bit. It's going to get on your nerves a little bit, because you're going to want it to be the force on that team that is going to be saying, look guys, we can still do it, even like 3-0 down or whatever. Tripple again just mugging off Renegades. Casio trying to steal the goal.
I mean, we don't know what the mentality of Renegades is at the moment. You know, we're not there to see. Hopefully it's still somewhat strong and good. You know, it's the thing. There's different levels. Like I've seen before. I saw an Ignite a little bit in the TSM match earlier, where you can kind of see a player play a bit nervously in a match, because, like we said with the spins, if a player sort of does everything quite rigidly, you can tell they're a little bit nervous. So, like, trying to imagine Gimmick not doing his spins, for example, he's nervous. Like, that's the thing. If they're not flowing like through their plays very well, and they're being a bit rigid, and you can see them playing very safe, that's usually a good sign that they're nervous.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully Renegades can bring something back in this final game, because bear in mind, whoever loses this, they are going out. This is our losers quarterfinal. Whoever wins it, they will be going through to day number 2. And whoever wins it, actually, they will be playing. Let me just load up El Bracketinho. Day 2, groups 2. Hang on. Pool B1, that one. I think they'll be playing Complexity, from what I can tell. So whoever wins this is playing Complexity in our winners quarterfinal tomorrow.
So this
is now do or die for Renegades. Another long flight home, potentially. Yeah.
I mean, they've got one OCE team's gone through, but can there be another one? Renegades going to have to pull something quite strong at the bag here. Again, I mean, I was saying about the mental side, maybe Renegades need to just have a bit more confidence in going forward. Triple Trouble, like, they're a really hard team, really difficult team to beat, but they are going to be fast. So I think either way, Renegades either need to increase their speed and just try to risk a little bit more whiffs, because at the moment they're not really. Triple Trouble looking comfortable. They're not getting forced to make any mistakes whatsoever, and they're getting faked out and mind gamed a little bit as well as Renegades. They have to, be. It's like first man be aggressive, third man be patient.
Oh, that's a nuts. We've seen some amazing own goals.
I know, this is own goal land. This is fantastic.
This is another. Can we make a black and white montage of all of the amazing own goals we've seen today? Torsos is now in that realm, in that montage. He's made it.
Well done,
scoring the
Torsos.
first. I guess technically, Renegades have still scored first in every game.
Yeah, you're right there.
So, you know, he's maintaining that streak.
That's something to be proud of.
Karma's going to want it to be on the other side this time. I can't quite get it as Casio continues to ball down the field. That's got to rub off on you a little bit when you feel like you're not playing well anyway, and then you score the own goal to put your team behind within about 20 seconds.
Sure. Well, it was interesting to see what Torsos does from this point onwards.
Yeah.
He'll. Oh! I was going to say, he'll score a goal, I'll be happy. But no, that. What? Oh, Tripple! What is going on? Put
He's
it
gone
in the
for the
net.
selfish doink.
Put it in the net.
Tripple went for the most selfish doink in competitive Rocket League history, and it's hit the crossbar.
He's just slammed that straight in the crossbar. It's like he didn't even know what had just happened. He just stood there, it hit him, and he was like, wait, what just happened? Everything was so fast.
He definitely went for that. He did not need to hit that, and he definitely went for it.
Respect.
Oh, and now,
There it is.
now Renegades have drawn the game up. What on earth is happening between these two teams?
I mean, we say back and forth Rocket League, but this is back and forth Rocket League. A miss for the post, goes out, Tadpole misses it, hits the crossbar, comes back, Zen gets the goal eventually. So this is ridiculous.
Well, now we've had. I don't even know.
Well, we had goals.
We've now had goals. Let's see if we have some more goals.
Yay, Rocket League.
Hey. Man. Okay, so I mean, our Renegades going to be able to recover from that. Equally, our Trouble going to be able to recover. What? Another own goal? Are you kidding me? You're not allowed to score this many own goals.
Trouble 2-1 up from 2 own goals. Casio missing is there. It's just smashed right into it. Not that you can. I mean, he was just. It was just smacked into.
Problem. This is an absolute cluster of a game.
This is an own goal special. What's one of the records is for most number of own goals in a single game?
Thing is, so right now there's been 3 goals scored. Not one has been scored by a Triple Trouble player, and Triple Trouble are in the lead. Has that ever happened before? I don't think it has.
If they win this game, that would be fun.
Oh, that's a lovely block there by Tadpole. That stops Renegades from getting back into it. Tadpole just drops it down. Thought the player's going to be coming his way. And then touching it middle. Lovely double demo by Kami. And the crossbar by Torsos. That has to go in. Nearly a sensation. Then off the post.
He almost squeezed that in. That was a really tight angle there. I feel like he should have just left it. I think
the double shot with no save. Roniki's going to try and maintain this pressure on Renegades. Anybody up from Trouble? No, they're not. Can be lofted high as Kami catches off what Zen has put up. Torsos now chance for a shot, and it goes in. That's a beautiful top ball.
That's what we need. That is the perfect placement there. That ball's clear, just not quite what he wanted. Trebler should have controlled that. Torsos is like, thank you very much. I will slam that into the top corner. That's exactly what Torsos needs. That's exactly what he needs.
So now 4 goals have been scored by Renegades, and it's a draw.
It's like a logic test. 4 goals scored, but
a father and 2 sons go fishing.
Mary has 5 kids.
God. Alright, so are Renegades going to be able to score any more? And if they do, will it mean that they lose? More at 10.
Tune in to find out.
Alright, Zen now is going to be going on a one-on-one with Roniki. Pick up that side boost, but Tadpole comes in for a pretty decent demo there. Quickly shuts out that threat.
Oh, the bum.
Army.
But like, wait, did he just save it? I can't remember. Was it Zen who just went for a bump but then accidentally saved it?
No, I think there was a Triple player behind, but I wouldn't put money on it.
Cassie just got bumped there. Just got it, and then
that's the kind of time where you want a goal to be scored, so you can look back at it.
Yeah.
You don't care who scores it.
Just own goal it for our sake.
Exactly. Yeah. Come on, Renegades, do the right thing.
There's already been 2 own goals. Why not get them all?
Yeah, why not? Right, it's now approaching 1 minute mark. Renegades need to win this, otherwise they are out of DreamHack Valencia. Army sending that towards that right wall. The Renegades there waiting with bated breath. Then up and again. Is it past that halfway mark? He's going to get it into the back third. Drop down central. I'm liking these central passes, by the way. There's not much of like lateral passes, but there's a lot of verticality to when they're doing it. So they're going up high and then dropping it down. That's really good to see.
Yeah, if you can't go side to side very much, go up and down.
Yeah.
Pick a direction. Try to go a bit unorthodox. Throw them out there.
Exactly. Well, might be an awkward bounce for Renegades to deal with, but no, it's actually pretty standard. Off the ceiling, Kami with a shot on there. It's my ball, even though Renegade off the line. And now Tripple versus Zen at the back. Tackled. That's going in!
Got it! Oh.
Renegades have scored once again every single goal in this game, and they've only won it by 1 after scoring 5.
Heroes of the day. You can't write this stuff. 5 goals, all from the same team. But they might win. That's the thing, though. This is how you have full control of a match. You even control the game that you control the goals that you conceded.
If they're going to score, they're not going to play school. They're going to score.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Well played there.
Okay, so is this the start of something special? And are we going to be seeing a couple more wins potentially come out for the Renegades lads? I'm seeing people in chat just basically wanting Renegades to win at this point because it would be a better meme, which I like. I can fully respect that.
Respect the meme.
Yeah. So, what do you reckon? How are you swaying, Mister?
I mean, I can't even tell what that match just there. Renegades scored every goal, and I'm like, did Tripple play well? Because I mean, they just kind of got given goals, so I'm so confused by that. But Renegades, I mean, from the actual goals they scored from their own team, there was some great accuracy there. Each shot, the last one, 50 did it well. Definitely improving the pace here. Tripple need to respond to that. Maybe score some. Maybe the Tripple need to score their own goals. They need to score own goals, and that's the key to winning.
It's going to be an own goal nail biter. It's going to come down to an own goal overtime.
Exactly.
Jump fully up.
Let it go in your own net. Easy thing, yeah.
Just over and over again. Let's have 400 goals scored this game.
Absolutely.
So now it's 2-1 to Tripple over Renegades. So Renegades looking like they might be starting to scrape back that little bit of faith. People in the chat are looking like they're going to want. They've got a lot of love for OCE. So they're wanting OCE to do well here. Tripple still seeming to be the overall favourite, and Tripple faking out the defender.
That was lovely. We're seeing so many fakes from Tripple today. Tripple is coming up, faking it left. Also is like, he has to make a decision, and that's kind of you wouldn't expect many people to fake it from this. So well played from Tripple.
I mean, I thought he was going to opt. I think even if he opted for the challenge, it would have gone in his favour. Sure, yeah. So the fact that he still decided to go for it, that's his open net.
That's a key demo.
Casio demolition. That's pretty open. I think Tripple originally went up to get the flip reset, and he just said, "Yeah, no, it's free. It's just open. We can just go for it." And he does. 2-0.
What do you mean 11 seconds?
Yeah, I mean, they've now scored more goals in this game than they did in the entirety of last game, despite the fact it was 3-2.
There you go.
I really can't get over that.
These own goal facts. This is interesting. It's like, what kind of logic situations can we make it?
Yeah, exactly. Renegades love an own goal. That's another logic thing that we can bring in. Yeah, this is crazy. Okay, so Tripple looking confident going into this first part, looking like they've squashed all their troubles. I think they might start to just bring it back into a little bit of normality.
I mean, these first 2 goals for Tripple.
Oh,
there you go.
Wow.
Army, great accuracy. This is the accuracy we're looking for Renegades there. The power he got on that, 121 kilometers per hour.
Christ.
The Dominus special there. Great placement, great speed, great power. All 3 of these goals have been from really good plays. There's been no mistakes or unforced errors. It's just been great plays from both Tripple and Renegades to get their goals.
That is an absolute boomer of a shot. But now it's just one in it. It's the first minute as well. Yes, it's working with it around the edge. Does get it central, but Tripple can't quite get a convincing shot off. Being intercepted, just trying to get out of their third. Very often. Zen, great landing, really good recovery there. Just continue that movement.
Yeah, overall they're doing great play here. Both squads keeping the pressure, keeping their possession, and a great save from Casio there. It's almost getting it going. But these goal line saves are coming out strong throughout the entirety of the tournament, really.
I can also confirm for everybody that Mount Gang have just beaten Splice 3 games to 1.
Goodness.
So Splice are now going home, and Mount Gang, they are going through day 2. That just happened on the main stream. Splice, they're dumb, but Renegades aren't dumb. Not just yet. Trouble still need to be winning this game. There's 3 minutes left to do so.
Renegades just need to score another own goal. Still in the lead in Tripple. They can score an own goal themselves if they want to.
Just over the top. Tadpole doesn't opt to go for that, which I think is a very good idea.
Yeah, if you're in the lead,
you wouldn't have got much from it. Kami was up really late there. I think Tadpole maybe could have gone up straight away instead of flipping, and it could have probably got it over the top of him to make it a 3-1. God, these bullet passes are coming out so strong, and it's just a counter attack in the end for Triple.
This is why midfield presence is so important. Like, that speed of that pass was ridiculous, but Casio was just obviously watching to see who gets passed to, and he just intercepts it. And then immediately he got a great 50 on that and allowed him to get an open net.
That sneaky Frenchman just slipping in between the 2 Aussies. Yeah. 2.5 minutes left of this game. Wow, I don't know how Tortos hit that. That was a weird hit. Got bounced weirdly high, and not how I expected. But it's fine, because this game just doesn't make any sense. Kami interrupts the float off that ball a little bit, so it doesn't land in the best position for a shot for Renegades. The Trouble back on the offensive. Then clears to Torsos. It does end up landing on that back ball, but Tadpole clears to the side. Central again for Kami, but nothing able to come of it for Renegades. Can Ronicky get the double? No, he cannot. Casper intercepts in the mid. Looking to be like a Triple win, but not as much of a pushover game as we thought. They're still battling a lot in midfield.
Yeah, the midfield presence, I mean, whilst they're both teams are battling, Triple do have the strength in the midfield, I think, at the moment. The challenges are a lot cleaner, they're winning them more, and they're giving themselves a bit more opportunities.
We're at 90 seconds for Renegades to bring back 2 goals, otherwise they are going home. They're joining Splice on that plane home, and then saying, wait, you're American, we're Australian, we're going the wrong way. Tadpole, that's
probably why they're out, they're going the wrong way.
No, silly people. That's nice little save by Torsos, just defending off that Ronicky. Kami with a really gentle air dribble there as well.
Yeah.
But hey,
he's misread the season back.
Yeah, I mean, it's a minute left. We just, Trouble just need for this to be shut out as soon as possible, not let anything else be threatening. Because I mean, we've seen how fast Kami and Torsos can shoot in this game, how fast and how accurate. So that's definitely going to be a worry,
isn't it?
Yeah, exactly.
They're both dominant players. We talk about cards sometimes, but it is easier to get a really powerful shot with the dominance.
Are there any Batmobile players? There's not, are there?
Batmobile's kind of died out a little bit.
Yeah, it has. Shame, even Fairy now uses Octane.
Yeah.
Shame, I liked it.
Yeah, added a bit of flair.
Yeah, exactly, it was good. That was unruly.
It was a bit extreme, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was good though.
It was interesting as a 1v1 player, Fairy Peak decided to not use anything.
Yeah, well, he stopped doing that. Not doing one. But anyway, 5 seconds left. Renegades are not able to bring anything back to the table after scoring 5 goals in game number 3. They weren't able to score more than 1 in game number 4. So Renegades, unfortunately, they will be going home. Torsos' tweet was right. He just needed to lose 1 more and he'd be off ski. But Triple Trouble, congratulations to those fantastic fellas. They're going through to day 2. We can have a look probably at the groups now as well. I don't think the thing will be updated actually, so there won't be much point. But the groups are doing a lot of things. We are done now with the A and B side of things. We are now just going to be waiting on the C and D groups. They're going to be a little bit later. But do we reckon that game went basically just as we planned?
Yeah, I actually was impressed with Renegade's performance. Like they were kind of brought it closer than I thought, especially in game 4, game 3. They came up with some stunning own goals, but also some stunning,
some beautiful own goals for sure,
stunning accuracy as well.
But here are the groups. Here are the groups for us to look at. So Group A, that is now fully concluded. We just heard that Mount Gang, they've made it through. They are 2-1, and they just beat out Splice, who are 1-2. So Vitality, Complexity, Mount Gang, and Zero, they've all made it through. Congratulations to them. They'll be through to day 2. In Group B, we have got Cloud9, PSG, Triple Trouble, and then Veloce and Crazy Crew. They are yet to play. I believe that is going to be on the main stream. So if you guys want to be seeing that game, then make sure you watch that, because there'll be obviously that'll be a good game. Otherwise, we're going to be waiting for Group C and D. We have quite a long break, Doomsy.
Yeah.
Are there any surprises in those groups that you think, or do you think that's relatively to plan thus far?
In Group A and B.
In Group A and B,
I think it's. I guess the TSM versus Ground Zero game was probably quite a big surprise. I'm very impressed with Ground Zero's performance there. The fact that they beat out TSM, very close game 5, but still very impressive. Mount Gang and Splice, that's also a little bit of a surprise there. A lot of people, like when Mount Gang was coming in, people were like, Mount Gang, that's it. Everyone go home. Mount Gang's won. Mount Gang's won. I mean, they are a good squad, so but Splice, I am shocked that they lost that one. But other than that, it seems to be going kind of, on par with the script, so.
All right. So, guys, thank you for joining us on this B stream. We are done for a little while. So make sure you head over to the main stream for now. But we will be back in around 5:15 CEST. So, convert that to your local time. And we'll be returning with Group C and Group D. So if you like Cloud9, just come back and watch, because they'll probably be here. Otherwise, we'll see you very, very shortly. Stay hydrated, healthy gamers.